From Montana's news leader, this is the MTN Noon News.
Good afternoon. I'm Keagan Harsha. Well, cleanup is underway in Billings after another damaging windstorm strikes Montana. Residents of Montana's largest city awoke to hundreds of downed trees and power lines after 75-mile-per-hour gusts. Hail and a torrential downpour all took its toll. Check out some of these incredible images of the aftermath of that storm. The damage includes snapped power poles and power lines lying in the middle of streets, dozens of mature trees just uprooted, and hundreds of limbs blown onto houses. Thousands of residents lost power at its peak. Northwestern Energy and Yellowstone Valley Electric are now working to restore power this morning. Well, it's the second time in 3 days that Billings has been hit hard by storms. MTN's David J. has a better look at all that damage left behind, as it will likely take days for residents to clean it up.
We're on Lake Elmo Drive at Judith Lane. It's closed off in both directions right now. This tree came down on the power lines. Fire department just left the scene. Over on the other side, a neighbor also had a tree come down on his house. Mike Dolan came to his front door and then went back in the house.
The storm came up and the wind, and I heard a noise, and I thought maybe I'd lost a limb off of a different tree. So I go to the front of the house to look, and about that time is when the pine tree is coming down, and all of a sudden I see it coming towards me. So I take off and run the other direction, and I stop, and because I didn't want to get trapped underneath the tree in my front room. And then that's where it all ended up, is it just kind of leaning on my house right now.
Dolan believes that the house across the street was fine where the tree came down on power lines. An officer on the scene says no one was injured. Down the street, neighbors came together to move a tree out of the road and clear some of it from the yard.
It was kind of fun, helping and making use to just help people.
Nice to see people actually step up. Really good.
And some of that goodwill was in downtown Billings on 2nd Avenue North in front of the sheriff's office, where one man helped just to be a good citizen.
It snapped quick. Yeah, you can tell by the base there. Yeah, that wind was just too much.
Others also did what they could to help.
The wind blew the siding off of my neighbor's house. It was blowing so strong, the rain and hail come in horizontally.
I had the headphones on. I heard it. And I was like, oh. I got outside. I was like, oh.
You couldn't even see. There was just that much rain and hail, just white out.
Up at the airport, 2 trees came down, and first reports indicated the Yellowstone County Museum was damaged.
I hate to see any of these big, beautiful trees down, but I'm glad it didn't fall on our Yellowstone County Museum.
Commissioner John Austin came up to check that, as well as other parts of the county.
Just on the road, trees down, and all those things. It'll take a little evaluation first to find out where the biggest problems are.
In Billings, David J., MTN News.
Continuing our storm coverage, energy crews are still working some spots across the city, and their focus is the badly damaged Billings Heights, the downtown area, and Lockwood. Our Russ Riesinger has a look at the damage felt by residents.
It's a similar story all over the Billings area. You don't have to look far to see the damage. It's all over town. This is Alderson and 5th, where a large tree came crashing down on top of 2 cars. The storm pulling this tree up by the roots near Pioneer Park, blocking off the street near Park Hill and 3rd. To the north on Rimrock Road, another tree tumbles in the storm, closing off that busy road for a time. Power lines down in many places across town. This was the scene on Lake Elmo Road, many left in the dark without power. This is video from South Park, where trees that had stood for decades were taken down by the storm in a matter of moments. The Heights got some of the worst damage. Windows at Skyview High School knocked out. And take a look at the Little League field in Lockwood. High winds and hail flipping the bleachers over, causing a lot of damage there. In Billings, Russ Riesinger, MTN News.
Over in western Montana, a Florence family lost their home after a lightning strike set it on fire. The storm went through the area earlier this week and hit that home on Lower Woodchuck Road. The fire was reported by one of the neighbors because no one was at the home at the time. Crews were on scene until 4 in the morning, just trying to make sure that fire was fully extinguished. The family's pets sadly did not survive.
What a stormy day it was around Montana and Wyoming yesterday, and we still have a lot of active weather occurring right now. Areas of rain and thunderstorms in north central Montana, extending from southwest of Great Falls northward all the way to between Havre and Malta. Same thing for our eastern parts of our state. We still have some more rain showers near Malta, approaching Glasgow, and getting close to Circle as well as Wealth Point, and some isolated thunderstorms between Forsyth and Colstrip right now. A little bit less activity around Billings, thank goodness, because it was a really stormy day and late afternoon and evening yesterday. The temperatures very comfortable for this time of year and this time of day. It's mainly 50s and 60s. More chances for rain and thunderstorms, but other changes too coming up in my complete 7-day forecast.
Montana's Democrat U.S. Senator Jon Tester is receiving some unlikely support in his bid for re-election, revealing a list of Republicans for Tester now supporting him. That group has 16 current and former elected officials, several who have strained relationships with the Montana Republican Party in recent years. That includes former Governor Mark Roscoe, who endorsed several Democratic-backed candidates. In addition, his Republican supporters involve current state Senator Terry Vermeer and Malir Stromswald, who is from Billings. These supporters say regardless of party, they trust Tester for Montana's interests. Tester is seeking another term in the Senate against Republican challenger Tim Sheehy. Well, it's a small town takeover. Alzada, Montana is tucked away in the far southern corner of our state in Carter County, right near the Wyoming and South Dakota state lines. It's home to less than 30 people, but that all changes as the town grows to 8,000 for just 24 hours. As our Alina Howder found out, it's part of the Sturgis Bike Rally.
Alzada, Montana has about 24 residents, but one day every year it becomes one of the largest towns in the region, and that's thanks to thousands of bikers on their way to and from the Sturgis Rally.
You can't believe what a bunch of bikers think of a bunch of cowboys. They were pretty fascinated with all of that.
It's not just a bunch of bikers making their way to Alzada's Stoneville Saloon. It's thousands.
There's one convenience store in Alzada, and that poor little store just burst at the seams on that day.
Julie Stoddard lives near Alzada.
It's pretty crazy, actually.
She's seen firsthand the joy, excitement, and traffic these bikers bring to the Stoneville Saloon on this specific Tuesday every year.
On that particular day, to have the traffic increase by double on that road.
We have usually 7,000 to 10,000 bikes. If we make it over about 8,400, we're bigger than Miles City and Havre, so we're in the top 10 largest cities in Montana for an afternoon.
Carter County Deputy Sheriff Dwayne Bruce says they've had bikes backed up over a mile to the state line in the past. He said there's so many people in the area that you can't even get cell phone service.
Your phone will tell you got 5 bars. You try to make a call and it'll say, tower's busy, try again later.
The county also suspends any work in the area. Even the Department of Transportation is involved.
Puts a thing out on the 511 information that there's an incident here, just encouraging truck drivers to go a different route.
It's why all hands are on deck.
We have Montana Highway Patrol, Wyoming Highway Patrol, Motor Carrier Service. Then we have DES from probably 3 different counties. And then, of course, the Sheriff's Office, we brought in some reserves.
But a day's work is worth it for the rest of the year.
Basically, this one day makes the bar's budget for the rest of the
to local residents in an otherwise remote place.
It's a great chance to learn about other people and our world, too.
Alina Howder, MTN News.